una ho sa lahat, yung issue, kanina ko pa naririnig, pinipilit mo na may plunder pa. Ipatunayan mo muna na may plunder, bossing, okay? Ngayon, it's not for you to decide, it's the court to decide, sir. All right?
Your Honor, out of dun sa 120, dahil 4 tranches lang po yung na-release, ang napunta po sa PTV ay 95,625,000. Now, out of that po, ang according to our records, ang binayad po ng PTV to BMUI is 71,061,275.34. So, may natira po na thereabouts of 19.8 million sa PTV, which was retained by PTV as revenue po.
So dun sa buong contract na 120 million, ilan ang napunta sa Kilos Pronto at ilan napunta dun sa ibang shows ng PTV4?
Doon po sa Kilos Pronto is 71,61,275.34. Ang na-retain po ng PTV
Hindi. You're not answering the question eh. Ilan na napunta doon sa mga newscast na ads? Based on your memorandum of agreement. Di ba? Eh kasi 120 lang yung pera mo eh. Pero 114 according to COA ang napunta sa bitag. O ngayon, anyway, yung record na yan ng COA, ang tanong ko, magkano yung block time rate ng bitag?
Your Honor, bitag pays us 700,000 a month for us black timer.
So, binabayaran kayo ng 700,000 a month.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, in effect, itong sinasabi mong 20 million ang kinita nyo doon sa buong kontrata, ito mainly yun.
Yes, Your Honor. That's for the advertisements of DOT sa mga news ng PTV, Your Honor.
Precisely. So, doon sa placement na nilagay doon sa Kilos Pronto ng bitag, walang kinita ron ang PTV4. Is that correct?
I'd like to thank...
Wala, Your Honor, kasi kami ang nagbayad sa, sa PTV ang nagbayad sa bitag, Your Honor.
So, that negates yung assertion mo kanina, Mr. Apolonio, na kumita kayo ng 20 million doon sa transaksyon na yan.
Yes, Your Honor, dahil po ang figures po namin dito is basing it doon sa figure na
No, pinag-uusapan natin doon sa ad placement ng ninyo dyan sa Kilos Pronto at sa bitag. Wala kayong kikitain dyan kasi nga black timer yan. Ang kikitain nyo lang yung binibili nila na airtime. Is that correct?
Yes, I stand corrected, Your Honor.
O ngayon, meron ba nag-pressure sa inyo to sign these contracts or agreements?
Wala po, Your Honor.
Wala. So that includes you in the conspiracy. Mr. Apolonio, panindigan mo na lang yan and I hope may kinita ka dyan. Ngayon, itong kontrata nung black time nitong bitag, can you furnish this committee? Yes.
We will forward a copy, Your Honor.
Okay. Ngayon, pupunta tayo kay Miss De Castro, Yusek De Castro. Kayo yung head ng Bids and Awards Committee.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. So aware kayo na itong Kilos Pronto ay sa pagmamay-ari ni Mr. Ben Tulfo?
No, we were not aware po. And for the record, when it was presented to the Bids and Awards Committee by the end user, who happens to be the Chief of Staff of the Secretary, si ASEC Arlene Mancao, I was not present. It was presided by the Vice Chairman of the BAC, si ASEC Malu Japson, but they have a minutes of the meeting.
Okay. At what point during this whole episode na na-realize mo na si Mr. Ben Tulfo ang may-ari nung bitag?
Ito na lang po nung May nung pinag-uusapan na po.
Sigurado kayo dyan, Ms. De Castro?
Yes po.
Okay. Sino ang... so kayo ang host nitong I Travel Pinas?
Nag-start po kasi ang concept niyan na ang mga mag-host po ng show ay mga USEC, ASEC at regional directors and other directors po of the department.
Yes. Pero ang I Travel Pinas nga ay pinoproduce ng bitag. So hindi mo pa rin alam.
Sir, kasi pag nagme-meeting po kami, ang kasama po namin si PTV4, wala pong representative. Hindi po namin nakikita si Sir Ben Tulfo or anybody from BITAG.
Excuse me, with your permission, I'd like to recognize the Honorable Senator Risa Ontiveros, and I just want to follow up a question, if you don't mind, para maklaro. Is I Travel, does that belong to Mr. Tulfo, the BITAG?
No, Mr. Chair, it was produced by PTV.
PTV, because I saw you.
Yes.
I saw
Yes,
you
Mr. Chair.
shaking your head a while ago. I just wanted to make sure that we get the correct response.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Go ahead, sure.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So, ngayon kayo yung host ng I Travel Pinas.
Ito po nung mga last few months na po, ako po yung nagvo-voice lamang ng script po nila.
Magkano po ang talent fee nyo rito?
Wala po kong kinikita dito dahil bawal po ang double compensation sa gobyerno.
So itong kuha ninyo, kawang-gawa lang, ano?
Yes, Your
Talaga?
Honor.
Okay. Ngayon, but you are aware now, at looking back, alam nyo ba as head ng BAC, ng Bids and Awards Committee, nasa inyo yung ultimate responsibility ng regularity ng mga transaksyon?
Your Honor, for this particular transaction, the BAC's role was simple and clear. There was a proposal for an agency-to-agency transaction. Unlike the usual competitive bidding, which has a lot of stages or several stages, like publication, detailed requirements, and documentation, the agency-to-agency transaction only involves 4 steps. All of these requisites and justifications were strictly complied with. There was no basis from the face of the documents that could possibly render the transaction invalid or questionable. So the BAC recommended the agency to agency on the basis of existing procedures, which were all complied with and eventually was approved by the head of the procuring entity.
Okay. Alam nyo, at the end of the day, no, kahit maganda yung pagpaliwanag nyo na yan, at the end of the day, yung pondo ng gobyerno na ibinigay sa Department of Tourism, in-entrust sa kanila, pinagkatiwala sa kanila, ay napunta eventually sa kapatid ng Secretary ng Tourism. Maliwanag po yan na plunder. Okay? Maliwanag po yan na plunder. So, lahat, pasensya na po kayo, Yusek De Castro, but you're in the middle of this conspiracy, whether you like it or not. Ngayon, pupunta tayo kay Mr. Erwin Tulfo. Ngayon, kanina kasi, yung paghuhugas ng kamay, maliwanag, na parang hindi kasangkot dito, no? Pero, kapatid ka ni Secretary Teo, at hindi ka ordinaryong empleyado ng BITAG, magkakapatid kayo. So, nabasa nyo naman, napakinggan nyo yung kaninang definition ko, di ba? So, pasok na pasok sa BITAG. Ngayon, magkano yung talent fee mo doon sa show na yan?
Ano gusto, pag ko na masagutin, Sen?
Go ahead, please.
Alright. Una ho sa lahat, yung issue, kanina ko pa naririnig, pinipilit mo na may plunder. Ipatunayan mo muna na may plunder, bossing, okay? Ngayon, it's not for you to decide, it's the court to decide, sir. Alright. Doon naman ho sa...
Excuse me, with all due respect to our resource persons, we would appreciate it very much, and this is a request, that you address the chair, do not address the personality.
I will honor your honor, Mr.
And
Chair.
at the same time, I would also admonish everyone here, including Senator Trillanes, that nothing has been concluded here. But that is the style of questioning of Senator Trillanes.
I understand, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
All right,
Yes, Senator Trillanes. Here.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I appreciate the intervention of the Chair, and may I also request the Chair further to remind our good resource persons while addressing the Chair to use the term Mr. Chair or as appropriate, because the word BOSSING I heard is definitely not part of the language we use in these hearings. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
The point is well taken. Doesn't take any offense, although it would be appreciated if the formality of the Senate is respected. Mr. Tulfo. Mr. Erwin Tulfo, thank you. And for all the resource persons, thank you.
I appreciate that, Senator, ma'am, for informing me. At least, probably a year or two from now, I would know that. Anyway, sir, Mr. Chair, yung sinasabi ni Senator Trillanes na kasama sa plunder dahil dahil empleyado ako. Talent ho ako, Mr. Chair. Alright. Ang talent po kasi, papaliwanag ko lang ho sa inyo, Mr. Chair, na hindi po regular yan. Alright. Wala ho mga benepisyo. Kumbaga sa kuha ni casual ho, anytime pwedeng sibakin. Alright. Just like any other companies. Para lang kung karpintero yan sa isang construction company, pag gustong palayasin ng kumpanya, pwede. Okay. Dito rin yung Mr. Chair sa mga security guard. So, sa ibig ang punto ko, Mr. Chair, ano naman ho, kinalaman ko dyan sa sinasabing pondo na yan ng DOT. Besides, Mr. Chair, nung dumating ako sa programa na yan, nag-umpisa na yung advertisement na yan. Alright, nung pumasok ako. At saka nga pala, Mr. Chair, hindi lang po kami dalawang anchor dyan. Kung makikita nyo sa TV screens, 3 po kami anchor dyan. Pinagdidikdikan lang ho ng ilang media, pinipilit, na kami lang magkapatid na isa ako sa may-ari. Hindi po ako may-ari. Lilinawin ko lamang ho sa lahat, lalo na sa ilang mga media ho dyan na very critical ho sa amin. Hindi po ako producer, co-producer, official, or whatever ng Bitag Multimedia Unlimited Incorporated na producer ng Kilos Pronto. Ako po ay talent lang ng Kilos Pronto. Nevertheless, sir, abay, kung tinatanong ho ninyo kung magkano yung sweldo ho, nasa 150,000 ho, sir. Yun po, yung usually, pag nasa TV po, yan po yung usual na sweldo po ng mga anchors, sir.
So, dyan yan sa Kilos Pronto?
Opo.
Okay. So, maliwanag na nag-benefit ka dito sa transaction na ito. And ang sinasabi ko nga kanina, while si Mr. Alex Santos is also an anchor, pero hindi siya kapatid. But in the crime of plunder, as I recited earlier, in connivance with members of his family, relatives by affinity or consanguinity. Anyway, yan naman yung kasong ikakaharap nyo eh. Di ba? So, sa akin, kung mag-akusa kayo, ganun-ganun na rin lang, edi magkadibdib naman kayo na wag yung parang
hindi ho.
dito pa lang,
No, Mr. Chair. Hindi ho, harapin ho natin yan.
O yun ang maganda.
Hindi naman kami maatras. At saka, hindi ho kasi kami mahilig gumawa-gawa ng mga kwento, Mr. Chair.
Ay, nako. Alam nyo,
po yung gumagawa-gawa ng
alam nyo dun sa radio program ninyo,
Mr. Chair, di ba?
alam nyo dun sa radio program ninyo,
Again, I admonish everyone here it is the desire of the chair, and it is within the rules for the chair to admonish anyone, address the chair, and I would appreciate it if you call me Mr. Chairman, because I'm not made of wood, as you know.
All right, Mr. Chairman,
At the same time, at the same time, I just want to reiterate the fact that I was also a talent, and I got paid on the basis of wala SSS, wala na ano. That's my business.
Yes, sir.
In Channel 5, and that's how I come to know Mr. Erwin Tulfo. And in fairness to Mr. Tulfo, and this is not a defense, we do our homework here. We did check on whether there is any connection in the corporation other than being a talent of the show in the corporation. So, however, the distinguished senator is correct that you are the brother, and that is something that you cannot change.
I do not deny, Mr. Chairman, that I am the brother, younger brother.
Like I said, you cannot change it. So
Yes,
let's
Mr.
go to another topic.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
I submit to the wisdom of the chairman. Itatanong ko lang, Mr. Chairman, dahil apparently dito sa resolutions, ang pag-uusapan lang ay yung ad placements. But the COA also flagged other transactions during the time of Secretary Teo, particularly yung buhay karinderya, and the duty-free purchases, just to establish a pattern. So kasama to, Mr. Chairman. Okay, can I ask the COA in relation to the other flag transactions by the DOT? Pwede nyo bang isa-isahin po?
Good afternoon po, Mr. Chair and the members of the committee. Yung buhay karinderya po, ay transaction po yan ng TPB, Tourism Promotion Board, which is under the corporate government sector. Unfortunately, hindi ko po sila nakita dito. Siguro hindi po sila na-invite. So,
Na-invite sila?
wala ko
TPP,
sila. Corporation po sila, and it's under the corporate government sector of the COA.
So,
Wala po sila dito. Hindi ko na, hindi,
are you talking about Tourism Promotion Board?
hindi po. DOT po kami. National Government Sector.
Yung auditor ng COA.
Opo. Kasi kami po,
We will invite them
ino-audit po
next
namin
time.
ang Department of Tourism.
Yeah, just to let everybody know, we're concentrating first on this matter of the advert placements, and then after this, we will concentrate on the duty-free as well as the other problem involving Mr. Montano, yung karinderya.
Mr. Chair, we cannot answer for questions or issues regarding duty-free and buhay karinderya kasi hindi po kami ang nag-audit.
Hindi kayo yung auditor doon?
Opo.
Okay. We will invite whoever the auditor is at the proper time.
So if that's the case, Mr. Chairman, I'll pass on to the next senator.
Thank you, Senator Trillanes. Senator Bina is recognized. Senator Bina is the chairman of the Committee on Tourism. So,
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Siguro, Secretary Wanda, during your time, magkano ho ba yung budget ng DOT for media placements?
I think it's 1 billion. Tama ba yung cut?
1 billion? Was it 1 billion?
I think it's 1 billion.
Can we, Mr. Chair, can we get a definite answer?
I'm sorry, I didn't bring any data on that because I was focused on PTB4. Meron po yan, but I can probably give you some.
Maybe Secretary Bernab, you have the records.
Okay, here for the year 2017, it was
Maybe we can start with 2016 and then
okay, for 2016 it was 1.15 billion. For 2017 it was 300 million, and for 2018 it was 1 billion.
2017,
Yes.
300 million.
Yes.
Pero ngayon,
Now it's 1 billion.
Yeah, more like it. But the previous year, it was also higher,
For 2015, it was 600 million.
600 million.
Yes.
Wow. I mean, that was a lot more than we did. Go ahead.
Okay, and then, I guess with this budget, meron naman kayong marketing plan or media buy-in plan. Tama po ba? I don't know, Secretary Teo or Yusek Ka or whoever is in charge of the placements.
Yeah, just for the record, the branding budget is under the Office of the Secretary. For 2016, I am aware, yung 650 million, where ang napunta po yun sa Macan, kasi sila po yung nanalo dun sa branding campaign ng DOT.
150 million
Opo.
ang binayad sa Macan.
Yun po yung naka-allot na budget po sa kanila, 650 po.
And was that paid?
Sorry, sir.
Was that paid?
Yes.
Was that
I'm not
obligated or
aware
paid?
po. I'm not aware, Mr. Chair.
Secretary Teo?
I think hindi po ako din sure because during that time ito po yung nangyari na yung sites that we have to cancel. But the contract was during the time of Secretary Jimenez. Sila po nanalo. So I continued during my term.
I'm astounded. I mean, there's an awful lot of money for Macan Harrison. For a client that is, really scrounging to get a good budget to get out into the international and domestic community. Go ahead, Henry.
Mr. Chair, siguro out of the 650 million dun sa Macan, ano lang ba to? Media buy-in or
Halo-halo.
part din yung pag-produce ng ads?
Yeah, kasama yan. Pag-produce ng ads.
Pati yung pag-produce ng ads. So yung anak was part of the 650 million and ano ba yung bulag?
Sites.
Yung sites. So I guess hindi nyo nabayaran yung 650 million because may problema tayo dun sa sites.